Okay, continuing on here a little further with a lapping barrel lap mandrel in a Sunnen home. And when I'm first I honed this piece, and now I'm lapping it. And I want to talk about what this does to the surface of the metal. Now, the regular Sunnen mandrels have a stone, shoes, and the stone actually rips the metal up. And they found that in industry, and they come back with this is one of the solutions here is a ball hone, plateau hone. And Sunnen actually has some stones that are kind of like this, have little bumps or something. And that smooths down the tear. Let's get this over here. Now, here's, in this connecting rod here is the honed surface. Let's see if I can get that. It's very shiny. We got a little bit of a crosshatch in it, but like microscopically, it's really torn. So it's one of the things I do on this is go back to the traditional and use the rod lapping tool for these hard steel bearings. Now, if you're doing a bearing or a sleeve or anything in the machine like this, you'll have to attach a handle to it. And strap wrenches work and things like that. You can come up with something to retain that, be able to put it against the torque bar. Okay, the connecting rods have a convenient handle. Now I'm going to continue lapping this, and I'm going to with the dry lap, and we'll have a look at the surface. I'll loosen the lap and slide it off so it doesn't look scuffed. Okay, I'm going to go. Okay, I'm not going to use the dowel bore gauge. We're looking at surface finish right now. So I'm going to keep tightening this up. Loosen this, and it just pushes that up that tapered sleeve. But yeah, pushes the tapered sleeve up the tapered shaft. I think we're good. Okay, here we go. Whoa. Yeah, that feels good. Real tight. I mentioned before, when you're adjusting these adjustable laps, they tend to adjust out a little bit more at the big taper end. Okay, I'm gonna get this back right to there. See if I can get that off. I'm going to flip it. If you keep flipping it, the part trues up and the lap itself gets truer. Okay, here we go. Okay, that should be good. Turn that thing off. Okay, let's try not to get that all scuffed up here when I pull it off. That loose, there we go. The compound is very abrasive. And I'm using a 220 grit compound. Okay. Let's look at this compared to the honed. And I hope you can see a bit of difference. Okay, here they are. That's the honed. Let me wipe that out. Okay, that's plain honed there. Let's get this one up here. Here's the lapped. See? Okay. This is a little bit duller, but it's quite a bit smoother. Quite a bit smoother finish there. Now I let that compound dry out, and it's 220 grit, but it's silicon carbide and it keeps breaking down. So you see I got quite a bit finer finish going on there than the stone for this. Now when you're lapping, it's helpful not to have the finest finish that a Sunnen hone will do. It's just to have a little bit of a cross hatch, and this is really quite smooth, and it's good enough. But it helps kind of true in the lap itself. If this is just slightly rougher than dead smooth, and it helps, starting to settle in and starting to cut with the abrasives that are embedded into this cast iron. So I thought you might like to see that. I'm going to do one more check on the washout here, because it's one of the problems you have with lapping. I got this thing thoroughly covered with lapping compound. I've taken a thousandths out anyway, lapping this thing. Okay, that was pretty close to the edge. Let's see where we are. Hope you can see that. It's really kind of difficult to use a dial bore gauge in front of a camera. Keep rocking it back and forth. And the more the needle goes towards the minus is the size. So you keep rocking it back and forth, get little burrs and microfuzz out of the way. Try to keep it straight. Okay, I got it on the one. Now I'm going to move it right to the edge and see if there's any washout. There's just no washout. I'm going to push it through and see the other edge. Looking at less than a 1/10 washout. About 50 millionths washout, or maybe a 1/10 at the most. It could be the way I measure. I'll flip that around. Okay, see where we're at there. I can see better where it is here. I might have had it out too far. No, there's no washout at all on this. Yeah. I will have to tell you, let's try the other direction here and see how round it is. Just by this gauge, it's going to be a little bit unequal because of the temperature. Yeah, see, it's showing just a little bit out. But I think that's temperature differential. Just about a 1/10 out at the most, going that direction. Let me try that. A little bit of hand temperature makes a difference. Now, this one's pretty cold, and I think, let's see if we can, it's kind of fun to check this stuff out. Hot, cold. That's just about on the 5 there. Let's see how true that is. Yeah, see. Okay. So you want to check stuff when it cools down. You know, this here is hot off the press, so it's gonna ovalize out a little bit there, and it did. Okay. I hope I demonstrated this pretty well. But I want to, if you're working on flat surfaces, lapping, the same thing happens. The excess compound, or a lot of compound, will cut fast, but it rolls the edges over. So when you're lapping on a flat surface, and do this, you take and lap in a figure-8 motion, and then turn it 90 degrees and continue going in figure-8 motions. 90 degrees, figure-8, 90 degrees, figure-8. And a wet lap will cut fast, and you let it dry out, and then it takes care of your edges. Okay, thanks for checking it out. If you have any questions, just ask. It's fun to do videos on this. Okay, bye.